Welcome to our video on mastering idioms, the colorful language of our daily conversations. We're diving into idioms about size and position today, understand their meanings and learn their application. So buckle up and let's dive into the world of idioms. Introducing the idiom, making it big. This phrase is used to denote achieving great success or becoming famous. For instance, consider this example. She worked tirelessly to make it big in the entertainment industry. Introducing the idiom, making a big thing of. This phrase is used when someone gives something too much importance. For example, consider this situation. I want a party, but I don't want to make a big thing of it. The idiom, thinking big. It refers to having ambitious and expansive goals or ideas. Here's an example. In business, it's essential to practice thinking big and aim for long-term success. Introducing the idiom, big deal. This idiom is typically used when one does not consider something as important or special, often expressing a level of sarcasm about something deemed unimportant. For instance, consider the example. You won £10 on the lottery. Big deal. Introducing the idiom, larger than life. It is typically characterized by an exaggerated or extraordinary presence. For instance, most characters in his movies are somewhat larger than life. Introducing the idiom, looming large. This phrase implies something to be very important and often cause worry. For instance, the threat of a recession loomed large over the economy. There's an idiom that goes, not budging an inch. It means to not change your opinion. For instance, despite negotiations, he wouldn't budge an inch on his demands. Introducing the idiom being miles away, which refers to being lost in thought, daydreaming, or not concentrating. For instance, during the meeting, he seemed miles away, not paying attention. The idiom under discussion today is spotting a mile off. This phrase is often used to describe the ability to easily recognize or identify something from a significant distance away. Let's consider an example. Her insincerity is so blatant, you can spot it a mile off. The idiom we're exploring today is sticking out a mile. This phrase is often used to describe something or someone who is very noticeable or conspicuous. Let's delve into an example to understand it better. With her bright red hat, she sticks out a mile in the crowd. This suggests that she is significantly noticeable among the crowd due to her bright red hat. Let's introduce an idiom, a far cry from. This idiom typically signifies something that is very different from something else or not at all similar to it. For instance, the finished product was a far cry from the initial design. Introducing the idiom in small doses. This phrase is used to describe something that is only enjoyable or beneficial in limited amounts. For instance, his humor is best appreciated in small doses. Too much can be rather overwhelming. We are introducing the idiom, a small fortune, which is often used to refer to a significant amount of money. For instance, one can use it by saying, the repairs to the car cost a small fortune. All shapes and sizes, a common idiom which denotes varied and diverse in appearance or form. To illustrate, the museum displays art in all shapes and sizes. The idiom, an unknown quantity, refers to something or someone not well understood or predictable. For instance, her new colleague is still an unknown quantity. We don't know much about him yet. All right, folks, that's all for today's idiom journey. We've navigated the vast expanse of phrases that play with size and distance, from making it big to considering someone an unknown quantity. Remember, language is a living, breathing thing. Don't be afraid to use these idioms in your daily conversations to add color and expressiveness. Keep practicing and, who knows, you might just spot the fruits of your efforts a mile off. Until our next idiom adventure, keep thinking big and expressing even bigger.